Hey guys, if you've been in the market in the past, say 6 months to a year, you're probably feeling a little stressed out, a little frustrated, maybe a little tired of constantly putting in offers and not getting anything accepted. Well, good news is you're really not alone. There was a Realtor Confidence Index that was put out that showed a bunch of statistics on today's market, and today we're going to run through a couple of those to kind of validate maybe how you guys have been feeling, and just to remind you that it's all about staying patient. You're going to find that house that you love. I'm Matt McDonald with Premier Mortgage Lending. Let's do this. All right, guys, the first stat that we're going to get into is realtors' expectation on buyer traffic within the next 3 months. Okay, this is an important metric because it's going to kind of tell us how realtors think like the amount of buyers in the market is going to be. And it's interesting because 56% of the people that answered said that the buyer traffic is going to be strong going into this year. Okay, and 28% said that it was going to be stable. So well over 75% of realtors think that this strong buyer or the amount of buyers in the market is going to stay roughly where it is, if not get more buyers. Okay, so just be prepared for that. If you're kind of waiting because you're waiting to see if the buyer traffic goes down, that's probably not going to be the case for another year or two. Okay, so I wouldn't have that be the reason that you don't buy your house. On the flip side, the realtor's expectation on seller traffic within the next 3 months is kind of up in the air. 31% say that they think it's going to be weak, 28% say it's going to be stable, and 32% actually think that it's going to be strong. Okay, so realtors are really up in the air with how the seller traffic is going to go. Okay, so with that being said, like I said in the intro, be patient, wait for that house. Okay, wait to see kind of if inventory is starting to bump up. It actually is the case that inventory is getting better, especially in the New Hampshire and Massachusetts market. Okay, so just keep being patient, stay with your realtor, don't get discouraged. Everyone else is still feeling how you're feeling. Okay, the next big thing is the median days on the market. Okay, they put out that the median days on the market that a house is on is 17 days. To put that in kind of in relation for you, this time last year, it was about 30 days. Okay, so it's almost cut in half the amount of days that a house has been on the market. So if you see a house, you do have to act fast. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to put in an offer 2 hours later, but definitely don't wait a day or day 2, even 3 days. You do have to kind of get with your realtor, get with your lender, make sure that your offer is exactly how you want it to be. Okay, with that too, 31% of all residential sales are for first-time home buyers. Okay, so that number is still relatively high. So just because you're a first-time home buyer doesn't mean you can't buy a house in this market. Okay, 31% are first-time home buyers. Okay, next, this stat kind of surprised me, even though I've seen a lot of cash sales. I never would have imagined the number was this high. Okay, cash sales as percentage of residential sales, so the amount of houses that are selling as a cash sale is 25%. Right, that number has been steadily increasing, which I'm sure we've all seen. I'm sure there's a couple of you out there that have lost bids to all cash buyers. That is going to come down. I don't see how that can possibly sustain 25% of all houses on the market of being bought with cash. I can't see how that stays stable. Okay, so again, just be patient, wait that out. If you are having 5% down, 10% down financing, your time is going to come to where you're gonna have a strong offer to get your house in. Okay, a couple more stats that I really think are important. Average number of offers received and then average number of clients that are taken to a showing. Okay, the average number of offers is 5 offers on every single house. So on average, you're actually competing with 4 other people to get your house, which is why you do need to start making strong offers going into these houses. Okay, if you're kind of wondering, I went $10,000 over and I waived inspection and I waived appraisal, why isn't the offer being accepted? Well, there's 4 other offers on the house, and it's likely that one of them was probably a little bit higher. Okay, that's where, though, we can talk with your realtor, talk with your lender, and see how you can make your offer just a little bit better. It's not always about the price. There's a bunch of other contingencies and ways that you can make your offer stronger without actually paying 20, 30 grand over asking. For that average number of clients taken on a home tour, okay, 5.1. So how I'm reading that is that every client that is essentially going into the house is pretty much making an offer. Okay, so if you're going to an open house and you see that it's relatively busy, you should probably anticipate that some if not all of them are actually going to put offers in on that house. Okay, so that can be a pretty good gauge for you. If you are at an open house, you see, 5, 6, 7 other people there. there's probably going to be a strong market for that house. So just be prepared when you are putting in that offer. Okay, last thing that I really want to go over is problems encountered for delayed of contract and then for terminating contracts. So what that means is you get your house. You have the house under contract. What is delaying that from closing and what is actually causing that contract to go under? And in both cases, the majority of time is appraisal issues. Okay, for those that don't know what the appraisal is, that is when a third-party company goes out to actually value the home that you're going to buy. So let's say buy it for $490,000. An appraiser would go in and say that house is worth $500,000. Okay, so that way you know if you bought under or over the house, and it actually helps with some loan scenarios, which we'll go over in later videos. But regardless, appraisal issues are the #1 issue for delayed contracts and terminated contracts. Second in both cases is an other category, and then third is actually issues related to actually obtaining the financing. Guys, it's crucial to get a lender that is going to work for you, and it's crucial to get a lender that has their process streamlined. In this market, it's not necessarily going to be the best to go to big banks just because you know that bank or you know that credit union. Hey, do your research, get to your local mortgage broker or to your local lender, hey, and get pre-approved and get your financing through there. I promise you, you're going to have a much better experience buying the house. You're going to have a much better time actually getting the house, and it's just going to be easier for you. They're going to be available to you all the time. It's going to be a much more positive experience. Hey, figured I'd just kind of go over these numbers for you, kind of give you an update on the market. Like I said in the intro, if you are buying, just stay patient. I cannot see that this crazy hot market is going to stay like this for much longer. I'm not saying it's going to be a bubble and burst, but your time is going to come where if you're not buying with cash, that you are going to have an opportunity to buy a house. Again, guys, stay patient. Good luck out there. If you ever need help with your financing, again, my name is Matthew McDonald. My number is 603-475-5471. Just shoot me a message, give me a call. I'd love to help you guys out. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below of any questions that you have about the index. Hope you guys have a great day.